Hello, let's get started. This weekend was a very pleasant weekend. I spent some time with some of my family members, and I was working on some topics for this week's show and also getting ready for a little trip I'm taking. So it's been fun. I hope you guys had a great weekend as well. I received an interesting question from someone who watches the show. And the question goes, do you ever get hurt in the process of speaking your mind and hurting someone you love? But you spoke your truth, so you were honest with yourself. What I took from this question for this person to what this person meant was, in speaking my truth, and if it hurts someone else, do I feel bad? And my answer is no. I don't. I'll start I'll start by saying that I am very confident in my stance. I'm very confident in my beliefs, and I'm very confident about what I'm going to do and say. I'm very confident with my interactions with others. So with that said, I don't really worry about how someone else is going to take what I'm doing or what I'm saying or who I am, because this is about me. And as long as I'm true to myself and my beliefs they're not intended to harm anyone or to cast judgment or look down on anyone. As long as it's all about me, then no, I don't consider anyone else's feelings, because everyone has their own idea of what's right for them. And I can't control how someone else is going to take my views. So with that said, do I ever get hurt? No. No. I stay true to myself. I stay true to my beliefs. You can't control how someone else is going to take what you believe or how you feel. Everyone is responsible for their own feelings and their own emotions. Okay. So I went on to answer this question with this person. We had a long discussion for about an hour or so or more. And after I said no, I don't, I listened. My next question was, why do you feel the need to explain yourself? And I think that's something to look into, to think about, right? Because why do we feel the need to have maybe someone understand us or even agree with us? I think those are questions that we should be asking ourselves before we even have an interaction with someone, right? What is the result that we're looking for? What is the outcome, right, that we want from this communication with this person or with these people, whoever it is? So I would start there. What is the message? What is it you're trying to convey? What is it you're trying to get this person to understand, and why? What and why? Why do you want this and why? Because once you have that clear, then you might not even need to have a conversation with someone. And the need and the concern about hurting them or not, it might be something that's not even needed you don't even need to think about it. Because when you're clear about your process, when you're clear about your beliefs, I think it shows. I think you bring that to the table already. It doesn't, I did a little clip this weekend that said, Confidence needs no introduction or announcement. When you walk into a room, if you're sure of yourself, it shows. There's no question. I know someone who in describing me one time said that when I walk into a room, I command attention. And, initially I get shy when anyone tries to, I took it as a compliment because, yeah, I do. However, when someone says something like that to me, I kind of get a little shy because I don't take compliments very well. I should. Don't get me wrong. I'm not shy about how I feel about myself. I love myself. Look at me. I look good. So that's not the issue. It's just pointing out what I already know makes me feel some type of way. But anyway, I get over that really quickly. So when that person said that I command attention when I walk into a room, I was kind of like, oh, you think so? Duh. But I know the answer. Yes, I do. And it's not because I'm trying to own a room. It's because I'm sure of myself. I walk out or into a room, and there's no need to look around and see who's looking, and because I know what I'm in there for. I came for a reason, and I'm going to get that done, and then I'm going to walk back out. So that's usually how I move about my day. So ask yourself, what is my purpose in bringing something up? And this not only goes for this question that this viewer sent in, it goes for most things in life. Before you go about your day, think about where you're headed, right? Because when you're going, let's say, for example, you're going to the DMV, you know what you're going for. Usually if you plan a little bit, you look up the information that you need. You go to the website and you look up the information that you need. And if you need some forms and you can fill them out, you do that in advance. And if not, you already know what you're going there for. So when you go, you're sure of yourself. There's no questions about it. So in life, when you're about to interact with people, you're going to meet up with somebody. What is your purpose for meeting with them? What would you like? What is the outcome you're looking for in going to meet with this person? And it's called pre-paving or calibrating, right? Planning. You're figuring out first, I'm going here and what am I going for? And this is what's going to happen. Well, this is the outcome I'm looking for. And once you do that, you're pretty much sure of yourself. You're confident. So the same goes for relationships. If you already know that there's certain things that you appreciate from others, or if there's things that you're just not going to put up with, you don't have to announce those things. I believe you don't have to announce them. I believe that if you're sure of yourself, it's going to come out. People are going to feel that because it's an energy. It's an energy. And I think this person was asking this question from the conversation we had. I believe that this person was asking because they have something that they feel a need to get off their chest. And they want to share this information with whomever this person is having this situation with. So I asked this person to go back and really think about what is the purpose of bringing something up. Sometimes we want to bring it up because we're not clear. Sometimes we want to bring it up because we feel this need to prove our point. And sometimes points don't need to be proved. I believe that, again, if you're sure of yourself, there's no need to prove a point. Because be what you want to say. Be the example of what you want to see in others. You cannot control what someone else does. You cannot control what someone else feels. You cannot control their thoughts. All you can do is control yourself, control your emotions, control your thoughts. How someone else takes you has to do with them. And if someone is doing something that is causing you to believe that you need to have a discussion about something that's bothering you, I'm going to tell you right now. Take that information and point it back at yourself. Because as I said earlier in another show, why am I attracting this? Not why is this person doing this to me? No one can do anything to you unless you allow it. And yes, there are mishaps and there are things that happen, but I don't believe in accidents. I believe everything happens for a reason. And the reason is you aligned with it. You put yourself in that vibration. We put ourselves in certain vibrations. And then we see the outcome. We see what comes next, right? So what is it that you're bringing? What is it that you're putting out? What vibration are you putting out? What energy are you putting out that's causing or that's creating this situation that you're having with this other person? Because they have their view on things and you have yours. But if you're clear and you're confident and you're sure of yourself, you're sure of your goal, your purpose, then I don't know that you would encounter these things. It always comes back to us. We have to, because this world, we are the creator of our own reality. I believe that. I know this. And so if someone's doing something that's bothering me, it's about me. It's not about that person. Because when I go out of this door, I'm not thinking that people are going to rub me the wrong way. I am sure that it's going to be like a beautiful path with flowers and and smiles and giggles and overhearing people's conversations that make me laugh. I don't think about having an argument with somebody. I don't go to the DMV and worry about the person behind the counter not being in a good mood. I'm in a good mood, and that's enough. And that's what I'm bringing to the table. And so I put the question back on this viewer, and I asked this person to look back into themselves and figure out why they feel a need to prove a point that should already be coming from you. So this is for you. Ask yourself, why do I have to have this conversation? What is my purpose in having this conversation? Because people are going to take whatever you give them, whatever you tell them, and they're going to twist it to make it work for them regardless. So is your purpose to try to change this person? Because it's not going to happen. Is your purpose to try and change this person's opinion of you, or whatever it is? You can't change anybody. So first, you come straight and walk straight, and you'll see that things are usually straight. You can't control what someone else is going to do. And if you've decided that you have a belief and you trust your belief and you trust yourself, then what does it matter what someone else is going to think or take, how they're going to take it? It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter if it's your parent, your child, your spouse, your coworker, your friend. It really doesn't matter. Be true to yourself. Stay true to your beliefs. Trust that when you put your foot forward, the floor is not going to cave. Trust it. Trust your steps. Trust your process. Trust your beliefs. Trust yourself. And everyone else will just fall in line because you are sure of yourself. And if they don't, they won't be bumping into you. You won't be butting heads. If you're sure of yourself, you usually meet up with people who are sure of themselves. And if you're not, and things are rubbing you the wrong way, go back and start again. Refocus and check yourself, because it's you. It's you, it's me, it's us. we we have a control. We can control what comes into our vicinity, what comes into our space. We can control that. So start finding the way to get control of your thoughts, of your beliefs, and trust yourself. Everybody else will fall into line. I promise you, they will. And if you happen to meet someone who, for whatever reason, rubs you the wrong way, or you guys have a misunderstanding, just know that this person is in your path for a reason. And then again, go back and check yourself. Check, what did I do? What did I put out? What energy where was I when I bumped into this person? Where was I when I had this discussion? And what's my reason for letting them know how I feel? No, this is all about me. Everything else shines through when I'm sure of myself. So be sure of yourself. Trust in what you want. Trust in your decision. And then let everybody else deal with whatever they have to deal with on their own. You can't, there's a saying by Abraham Hicks. They say, you cannot get disturbed enough to help a disturbed person. You cannot get angry enough to help an angry person. You cannot get sick enough to help a sick person. You cannot get poor enough to help a poor person. Whatever it may be, you have to be 100% in your alignment in order to even be of any support to anyone else. If someone is angry and I get angry too, now we have two angry people. As opposed to if someone is angry and I come across them and I don't allow myself to get angry, then I keep a clear head and I might be able to say something that might help this person find a better feeling place. So be sure of yourself. Be sure of what you want. And the messages will come, they will shine out of you. People will feel them. You won't have to say anything. Confidence needs no introduction or announcement. Be sure of yourself and it'll come through. And my final thought on this is regarding relationships. We're all individuals. We're all individuals. Just because you're with someone doesn't mean that you get to control their life, how they think, what they view, what they see. You don't. Mind your own business and you will live happily ever after. And then when you mind your own business, you can work so smoothly with somebody else because you trust that they're minding their own business. So put it back on yourself. We have to. If we don't do that, we're looking for people to blame and things to blame and governments to blame and policies to blame. And sorry, can't get there from here. You can't. You can't. It starts with you. It starts with me. It starts with us. Thank you.